आपको पता है कि कराची में कोई ज़बरदस्त किस्म का कल्चर फेस्टिवल जो हो रहा है और हम आपको बता रहे हैं क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर से बात शुरू हुई है और लास्ट ईयर बहुत ही महंगा हुआ था, लेकिन इस साल तो सुना है बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त है, बहुत ज़्यादा परफॉर्मर्स ऑफ कोर्स एज ऑलवेज। तो उस हवाले से हम बहुत से गेस्ट को अपने शो पे बुलाते हैं एंड वी वांट टू इंट्रोड्यूस।
वीकेंड पे हुआ एक और चीज जो सुबह हम हैपनिंग
वो बैले वाला जो था,
हाँ वो एक इवेंट तो वर्ल्ड कल्चर फेस्टिवल की ओपनिंग सेरेमनी और उसके बाद के 2-3 डेज के शोज थे।
मैंने इंस्टाग्राम पे देखा था और जो लोग गए थे वो कह रहे they were अच्छा कैसा था वो, हाँ कह रहे थे कि बड़ा माइंड ब्लोइंग किस्म का था। तो इब्तिदाई दिनों में बहुत से आपको नजर आएंगे परफॉर्मेंसेस वगैरह और
एक और परफॉर्मेंस जिसको आपको जरूर देखना चाहिए वो परफॉर्म करने जा रहा है इनकाया ग्रुप और इसमें है तुर्की, इंडोनेशिया, मिस्र, बेनिन। Benin is a country in Africa.
West Africa.
Yeah. Abdullah just found out. मुझे तो पता था.
और केनिया के फनकार शामिल हैं और इनकी कोरियोग्राफर, आर्टिस्टिक डायरेक्टर Wendy Jelen is with us here in the studios.
Welcome Wendy. How are you? Welcome to Pakistan. And I understand this is your first time in Pakistan.
This is my first time in
Lovely. Hope you have a lovely time. Tell us about the performance that's going to happen.
So we've come with a piece called Conference of the Birds.
Conference of the Birds.
Conference of the Birds, which is based on a poem from 12th century Iran by the poet Attar. And it was actually introduced to me by my professor in college, who is from Pakistan and is in Pakistan and will be coming to the performance on Friday.
Lovely, very nice.
Which is very exciting, Numan ul-Haq. The story, which probably many people here already know, is about the birds of the world who come together, gathered together by the hoopoe, who encourages them to go on a quest to find their leader, their god, their king, the Simurgh. And they go on this journey. They go through 7 valleys, which are 7 different spiritual states. And when they arrive in the place that they're expecting to find the Simurgh, there's nothing there except a mirror, and they see themselves reflected. So they,
how deep? Okay.
Yes, so they collectively are what they are looking for, rather than, you know, there are many stories that say that the divine, that God is within you, within yourself, but in this story, God, the divine, is within us.
That very concept has been represented in so many ways around the world in the writings and performances. So this would actually be depicted in the form of a dance,
or or dialogues, or
there's no dialogue, there's no language spoken. Well, there's a little bit of spoken and sung language in the background, but it's spoken in many different languages, sung in many different languages, and there's no dialogue on stage. And
how
that's
long
intentional.
Is this piece?
It's 1 hour and 10 minutes.
And it is a continuous performance.
Continuous.
So are we looking at elaborate gear and costumes or something like that?
I wouldn't say it's so elaborate costumes. We have a projection, which is very elaborate. We have 3 projection screens, and then the hoopoe character is played by the projection. And so that is a very elaborate part of it. It's a multimedia performance.
Lovely.
Yeah, but we don't dress as birds. We are metaphorical birds, and yeah, we dance as birds, but we don't dress with beaks.
All right, so you
like
are based in America, and the rest of the troupe or the group members are coming from different parts of the world. Yes. How does this all work?
Yeah, when do you guys connect?
When do you guys connect? As in, I was just thinking, how did this all start? You starting this company and being the creative director and choreographer.
It's very complicated and very expensive, but it's necessary, and it's the only way that it could have happened. Someone actually asked us this question last night.
The easier would have been you would just gather from people around you and make a group and you go and perform.
Yeah, but it's the story of humanity, so it needs to be representative of humanity. So we have people that not only they look like representative of humanity, they also have their own lived experience, their histories, their individual histories that they bring to the piece, and their movement styles are also very different.
So have you performed this anywhere else?
This piece?
Yes. We've performed, we've performed initially in Boston, also in Washington, D.C. and Vermont, and then in Rwanda, Mozambique, South Africa.
So you have experience with it, and how was the response?
And India. The response has been always very positive and emotional, which is important. And in some contexts, there's more of a sort of cultural understanding of the piece, and there it's even, you know, people can understand it even more deeply. So
no, but do you have to, for that very reason, for people to really get the essence of it, do you tweak it a bit for whenever you perform in different countries, or it's exactly the same?
Audience of the country that you're going to perform?
No, but it's intentionally made in a way that is legible cross-culturally. That's one reason not to have language.
Sure.
And global audience.
Global audience, yeah, very intentionally.
Do you also have like space for people from other parts of the world as well? Like, for instance, you are here in Pakistan, and somebody
you'll find a lot of artists.
And you would meet and find a lot of artists and who may be willing to perform in your group. So do you keep yourself open in that sense?
Yes, and normally, and we may come back and do this at a later date, this time the time was too short. Normally when we travel with this performance, we also create a sort of sister performance with local artists. So that they would, it's called Migrations, and it's also birds. It's the same story, but told in a more abstract way, and by many local artists. And also, we have a program called the Birds Intensives, where we invite applications from all over the world for people to come and join us in another country. We do one in Benin in the summer. We do one in India, which would be more complicated for people from here. But in Benin, the visas are completely open, so people from all over the world can come.
Go in.
And we run a 10-day intensive workshop where people learn the process and the story.
And you're also doing a workshop here in Arts Council?
We are not doing a workshop this time.
Not?
No, there's artist talks and things like that, but this time.
Okay, so can I tell our audience, people who are watching, that this is going to be on the 7th of November. 7 November को later in the week, आप Friday बनता है, जरूर जाइए देखें. और वैसे तो कोई भी आप इस आर्ट्स काउंसिल के जो कल्चर फेस्टिवल लगा हुआ है आप देखें, इट विल बी एन एक्सपीरियंस, लेकिन ये लगता है कि लोगों को ज़्यादा अच्छी तरह समझ आएगा. Wendy, best of luck.
Thank you.
And hope you enjoy Karachi and come back here as well.